Super crappy opinions! Hey guys, it's been a while since I've made a super crappy review. And that's because I haven't finished the games that I want to talk about. But the Street Fighter 6 beta came out, and I got in, so I'm gonna give out my opinions, just to have more content. And it's still pretty much Street Fighter. You can play like the previous games, but you're gonna have to learn the new mechanics if you want to compete. Similar to Guilty Gear Strive, Street Fighter 6 doesn't want you to be near walls, and it won't save you from them. Drive Impact really changes the usual flow of combat, since both players are gonna be on the lookout for it, because it can lead to a free combo, especially if you're near a wall. Blocking won't help you there. The only thing you can do is hit it 3 times to break it, counter with your own Drive Impact, or parry it. Also, a lot of attacks that used to give you an advantage now leave you at a disadvantage, or neutral. So the game forces you to utilize the Drive Rush mechanic, which allows you to cancel your own safe attacks into safe ones. So now a lot of the game depends on the drive meter, and it really weirds me out since I'm used to using the same meter for EX and super moves, but now EX moves also use the drive bar. So now I worry so much about the drive bar that I forget that the super bar even exists. And even more now that the supers can't even be cancelled after a special move, unless it's a 3-bar super. There were some level 2 supers that could be cancelled into EX moves, but usually level 1 and 2 supers can only be cancelled after a normal attack that's cancelable. So you need to utilize the Drive Rush to create these situations where they're easy to combo into them. But I really didn't have time for it because there was something more important that I want to talk about in this beta. Something that's important to me. And I'm talking about the character creator. I love fighting games, but I love character creators even more, since I come from Soul Calibur and all that stuff. And this character creator is really good. I really like that it has a height slider, which is really rare. The option for individual body parts are amazing, all the skin textures, the muscle textures, etc. But for some reason it has the ugliest boobs ever. You can shape them and they only scale forward really weird. The makeup options were also very disappointing, mostly because it only gave me the option to either use one custom shape that I could place on my character's face, or a lot of makeup options like lipstick, blush, etc. And I couldn't have both. And I don't know why. I can't believe that Soul Calibur 6, a game that has recycled the character creator from the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 era, allows you to have way more makeup options. But the really bad part about it is that you can't even modify your character after creating it. I'm going to assume that it's going to be like Monster Hunter, where they make you pay for a ticket to remake your character, which I think is ridiculous. It's not even an MMO, and it's bad enough that they're already gonna have in-game outfits that you're gonna have to pay money for. Having to pay for your character do-over, it just seems like overkill. Oh yeah, and the clothes, they're not gonna look great on your character, especially if they have bigger than average proportions because of how the clothes wrap around your character, kind of like in Tekken's custom mode. So they're gonna look really bloated. I didn't think this game was gonna have that problem, but oh well. And to finish this video, this game has some of the worst menus ever. This game is the Dark Souls of menu. I've never had so many problems choosing my character. I know that there are people who had trouble setting their character to play online in Street Fighter V, but it's way worse in 6. When I went to the character select menu, I selected my character, but I failed to notice that the game had the new control mode set by default, and that I had to enter another tab within the character select menu to edit that. So I got into my first fight with a bunch of buttons that I had no idea how they worked. And the worst part about this is that it has to be set up for each character individually. There's no way to have them all set to classic mode. And going back to the character creation, I also struggled to find a way to change my character's clothes. There's a tab on your profile that lists what you're wearing, and I figured that I could select the pieces there and change them, but no, I had to pull out my Street Fighter phone, which is another menu that has a menu where you can actually change your clothes. And there's even another menu where you can set up ranked and casual matches. So there are 3 menus in the game, which with different functions for specific things. But yeah, those are my impressions of the game. It's a good fighting game. but it has really horrible menus and some really annoying things for people who enjoy making characters like myself. But not for you weirdos who enjoy making troglodytes.